Hi. Look at your new chicks. Hi. Hi guys.
All right, good morning, my friends. We are just getting up and at 'em, and when I say we, I mean me, because last night was treatment night, and even though I went to bed early, well, not early, but on time, I went to bed like 10 o'clock, I still have a rough night and end up waking up late the next morning. And so my family's been up forever, kids are already at school, and I'm just getting up and at them now. But this last week I was sick and had some like stomach bug or something like that. And so it really flared up all of my MS symptoms. And so like I started going to the bathroom more. I was having more accidents, and I had more spasticity issues, meaning like I'm not as flexible, or I'm just so stiff. Like if I drive in a car for like longer than 20 minutes, 25 minutes, when I get out, I step out like Frankenstein. Like my legs are all stiff and won't bend, and I walk like, I don't know, like 15, 20 feet with straight legs, and I can't get them to bend, and my back won't straighten out, things like that. It takes me a little while to get my body, I guess, warmed up and upright and things like that. And then also muscle spasms have been really bad. Like I'll lay down to go to sleep, and it takes me a while to fall asleep because I keep having muscle spasms in my legs, and they would just wake me up. And the other thing is fatigue. And like fatigue is an interesting one because it's like, oh, you could just be tired, but I've been tired, and fatigue is like next level. Anybody that's really experienced fatigue knows what I'm talking about. Like I have like not slept for days and been really tired. But fatigue takes it a step further, where it's like, hey, you got 8-9 hours of sleep the night before, and you're driving and you stop at a stoplight and pass out. Like you've gotten plenty of sleep, and then all of a sudden there's just no gas in the tank and you're out. And that's happened to me before. And so a lot of the times when I'm dealing with fatigue, like Suze has to drive, and or I just don't end up going places because I don't feel well enough. I don't have enough energy to do things, and so I just end up staying home and sleeping, or those types of things. And it really changes our lives. And it's not just I'm sleepy, I need a nap. It's I got nothing left, that I have to stop. So I've been dealing with a lot of that this week, and I want to make a change. I want to feel better, and I get that I was sick, and if you're sick, you're just not gonna feel well. But even before I was sick, like I didn't feel all that great, and I felt like things were declining a bit. And so I want to make some changes and feel better. And they're changes that I know I should have been doing, and changes that I have done in the past, and I've just gotten off track. So like one of the things that I used to do often was yoga, and I haven't done yoga in a long time. And so today I'm going to start doing yoga again, and I know that yoga is going to help me get a little bit stronger. It's certainly going to help me with spasticity, so I'm a little more flexible and I feel a little bit better, and hopefully it'll loosen up my back, because that's another big thing with me is back pain. And for a while people didn't think that pain was associated with MS, but I have gone into the doctor's office for back pain since I was in high school, and they haven't ever been able to find anything wrong with my back. So they just kind of guessed, oh, maybe you must have just a pinched nerve. But that's not the case. I have MS, and it causes some lower back pain. And so that's another thing that I want to get rid of, because it hurts all the time and it's very painful. And again, it's another mobility issue thing. Like I feel like I'm 170 years old, and I'm not. I'm only 34. And so I know that yoga will help with those things. And then the other thing is just getting out and moving. You know, I move around a little bit with my work and things like that, but getting out and going on a walk or hopefully going on runs will help. And a while back, Susan and I had started running, and we were doing the Sofa to 5K, which I want to do again. We had to put the kibosh on it because I ended up having a relapse while we were doing that. And with a relapse, all of your symptoms increase too. And one of the differences between being sick and having a relapse, you know, both your MS symptoms really flare up. And so when your symptoms do start flaring up, you're going, am I having a relapse or am I just sick? And so one of the things is that you need to wait 24 hours before you get too excited about it, because it could just be a thing. But when you're having a flare up, you can't associate it with a stomach bug or a cold or something of that nature. It just kind of happens out of the middle of nowhere, and it lasts longer than 24 hours. And so that was the case when we started running in the past, and why we had to put the kibosh on it, because I just didn't have the energy. I didn't feel well. I didn't have the you know, flexibility to go out and do those types of things. And really, I just didn't feel well. And so we stopped doing that. So today we're going to at least go on a walk. I don't know if we're going to try running. I don't really feel like trying to run, so we'll at least go on a walk. And yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a little bit of yoga, and we're going to get out and move a little bit. So the yoga that I do, that I like to do, is DDPYoga. And DDP stands for, yoga. That's right, it's man yoga. DDP is Diamond Dallas Page from WWF Wrestling. So if you ever watched wrestling on TV, Diamond Dallas Page is a legend. Anyway, he got injured pretty bad back in the day, and he got back in shape by doing yoga, and so he fell in love with yoga, so he does his own yoga stuff now. So I like it because it has a rehabilitation approach to yoga, as opposed to look at all the cool things that I can do, like on my tippy toes and floating and all that fun stuff. Like, it's just, we're gonna make you feel better. We're gonna make you feel better by doing some yoga, and do the best that you can, and there's no pressure. So one of the ones that I like doing is called Wake Up, and it's just very simple yoga steps to kind of get you a little bit more limber in the morning and get your blood flowing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm laying down because I made a mistake. I was shooting the last little bit of this video, and I thought it'd be funny to spin around the entire time that I was doing it, and now I feel a little sick.
I was actually impressed you didn't fall on your face, though.
Yeah, take that for balance. So anyway, full disclosure, did not go on a real walk today. We did walk like 4 blocks when we were out doing a little bit of Christmas shopping. But then I got called into work, so I went to work for the rest of the day. And yep, that was my day. So we'll try again tomorrow, doing some yoga and getting out and doing a little bit of walking at least, and see if we can do better than we did today. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. So I didn't even go run or anything, but I did do some yoga, so there's that, and I'm gonna take that. Tomorrow's a new day, and so we'll try again tomorrow. You guys stay classy.